Oh, Twitch chat. I feel like you all have been waiting for this one for a while. Alright, let's get to it. I'm gonna put this one in soft B tier. Okay, I've tweeted it out. I've done the thing. Whew. How's it going? How's it going, everybody? How are you all doing today? It's great to have you all here. Now that we can finally read the chat, we can finally begin this whole tier list thing. Now, I said I was going to do this a while ago, and then I just never did it. I don't really know why. Do I like the tiers as they stand? Yeah, I think this will work. There's probably a little, maybe too many tiers for too few songs. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, if need be, we can always get rid of a tier. We can always get rid of, like, F tier. I don't even think there are any, like, F tier songs in this OST. But we'll see. We'll see how we, as we go along. So, yeah, the idea is, I think, honestly, you all listen to this more than I do. Just to give you an idea, everybody, because I know that you've all been eagerly anticipating this for a while. The way this is going to work, I don't remember a lot of these, because you all listen to this much more than I do. I don't know how many of you know this. A fun little fact about me. I play all of my speed games completely in total silence. I don't listen to any music at all, if I can avoid it. It's a weird habit that I picked up many years ago where I had to play with the games muted because the sound from my television would bleed through the microphone and it would cause like this weird, awful feedback. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna just go down the line. And in fact, if anything, I think I'm gonna take a second here and organize these by order of appearance. Where they show up in the game. So like Novalis, Kerwan, Rilgar is after Blarg, Umbrus is after Rilgar, Battaglia is after that. Okay, Veldin. After Battaglia is Gaspar, Pokitaru, Pokisewers, Orxon, 2, Hoven. Okay, this is all pretty much mostly in order. Oh, you know what? I think Iridia is only here because it's like an extra thing. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Iridia. I think you're supposed to go to Iridia like before or after Kerwan. We'll just put Iridia here. I've always gone to Iridia casually after I get the heli pack, so I'm gonna put it there. Novalis Caves is gonna be here. Novalis Underground Diving is here. More Kerwan stuff. Eudora. And I think this should totally be in order now, right? As far as I'm aware. So we're just, essentially, we might be missing a few things here. Okay. Is that better? That might look a little bit better. Or unless you want me to zoom in on how high res these photos are. Look at this. Sneepyy made all of these. It took him a long fucking time to make these. But look how high res these fucking little ass thumbnails are. Okay, so I guess with that being said, is there literally anything keeping us from beginning? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Or forever shut the fuck up. Or forever suck my balls. Whatever may be happening. Sneepyy is a simp. Okay, that is very valuable information. Background music for the video. Listen, we're gonna have plenty of background to go with because we're gonna have to listen to all of these tracks. Obviously, I'm not gonna listen to the full 3 hours. I'm mostly just gonna listen a little bit, get an idea, try to remember. Ah, yeah, I remember this. What planet am I on? What am I doing with my life? Where am I? So let's try to give it a go. So here we go. Let's start with the classic. This may sound familiar. We're gonna begin with Veldin. You know, okay. So I'm just gonna kind of talk through what I'm thinking about this track. I think this track, by and large, is actually a pretty great... I think this is like bare minimum B tier. And I'll tell you why. I think it's bare minimum B tier because it hits you in the face right from the get-go. You have no idea what to expect when you open up this game for the first time. Imagine it's 2002 and you took a gamble on a little game called Ratchet and Clank. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And so you pop it in, and this is the first track that shows up. And you're figuring out everything. You have no idea what's going on with the movement. This is a very, very nostalgic song. And one that I think really, like, just, like, tosses you into the world of Ratchet and Clank. I think this is A tier. That's what I think. Not only is it a jam, it's a memorable jam at that. It's not like, we're not talking high-octane stuff. We'll get that later on. But this is an amazing introductory track. So I'm putting that in A tier. Moving on to Novalis. I'm gonna give it to you straight, Twitch chat. I think you are all fooling yourselves by putting this as low as B tier. I think you are fooling yourselves. I think that this song is unbelievably memorable. Like, literally a decade down the road after never having played this game, like, when I heard those record scratches, I felt my brain being ripped back to my childhood. This is a ridiculously nostalgic song. Ridiculously nostalgic. And honestly, I like it better than Velden. So I'm gonna put it in S tier. I know we're starting off a little strong, but I think it's worth it. I really do think that Novalis is memorable enough to deserve that spot. So, that's my goal. If you don't like that, that's my placement. Sorry. Alright. On to the caves. Now, I just want to take a second here to say, a lot of you may be thinking, like, what is the metric on how I'm gauging these tracks? Is it like how memorable it is? Is it how nostalgic it is? Is it how good the song, like specific things in the song that I'm listening to musically? No, this is literally all just gut feeling. Like, literally all of it. I'm gonna be real with you. I think the best part of this track is the first 30 seconds. And then it kind of just, like, doesn't really do much else. It's not a very special track. I mean, you hear it a little bit. In the speedrun, you only get to hear it if you're doing AGB or any percent. So I think a lot of runners don't even have that much attachment to it. It's a pretty blech track. I'm gonna put this one in C tier, and we will review this just to see how I'm feeling about all this. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling with Novalis Caves. Let's go to Novalis Diving. Oh, thank you for subscribing. There's probably an argument to be made to disable alerts.
Ratchet 1 Metropolis is a bot.
I love you. Wait, you didn't say you love me. But I'm gonna say I love you anyway, Gengar. Gengar is a great Pokemon. And I'm sure you're a great person. Thank you for the 3 months. Alright, I am gonna disable alerts for the time being. Just to make sure they don't get in the way. Alright, here's what I'm gonna say. I love what this track does. I want to go back to the beginning of it. This is a very ambient track. Like, if you had asked me to picture what this song, like, looks like in my head, like, what I would think you're doing gameplay-wise, it would be something similar to, being underground. I think it definitely gives off that kind of vibe. So I think it very successfully does what it sets out to do. However, the only problem that I have with it is that it kind of builds and builds and builds and then doesn't really lead to anything. Like, listen, you expect like some sort of like sick drop here or like sick, like rhythmic thing to happen, and it just doesn't deliver. Like, this is cool. I like this. But then it just doesn't really ever, like, land anywhere, you know? I do like the ambience of it. I think it very successfully does what it sets out to do. I just don't love it, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. I like the track, though, I do. It's just, you know, it doesn't have, like, that same oomph that a lot of the other ones do. Alright, Kerwan. I mean... Oh my god. I don't think I have to make an argument as to why I'm putting this in SS tier. But if I had to put it to words, I think the real test is, if you're going to prove that an OST is sick with one track, which track will you send? Right? I think that is what is emblematic of SS tier. And there are not many tracks in all of Ratchet and Clank that are as, like, hard-hitting and memorable as Kerwan. It has to be SS tier. It has to be. Like, can you even... You have no idea how many people use this track in, like, I would say at least 90% of all YouTube videos that have ever been made about, like, the history of Ratchet and Clank, or, examining Ratchet and Clank, or what is going on in, like, every single one of those super duper fucking crazy popular YouTube videos always has this track. All of them. They always do. So I'm absolutely putting this in SS tier. This is just, like, such a ridiculously memorable track. Play the 2017 year in review for 5 seconds. One tabloid 2017 year in review. I cannot believe that this talks about shit that happened 4 years ago.
Ratchet and Clank is a game absolutely packed with cool movement tech, tricks, glitches and strategies that...
I'm telling you, dude, it's memorable. Is this Infobot Chase? This is Obstacle Course. Okay. I'm putting this in S tier because it is essentially, my argument is that it is essentially the same exact theme as Kerwan proper, and it goes hard in the fucking paint, but it's just not as great. It's just not as good. Like, it just doesn't have that same hit. So maybe I'll put it under Novalis. I think that's where I'm gonna put it. But I'm gonna leave this in at the very least low S tier. I think it's worthy of low S tier. But we'll see. We'll see as I go through the list. It's always hard to kind of keep things in perspective as you're first doing a tier list like this, because you have a better idea of what everything sounds like by the time I get to the end. So let's keep going. You know, it's funny to think that this part of the OST happens in a place that speedrunners spend like no more than 5 seconds on. It's a bit overly ambitious. I'll review this one as well. I'll put it in low A for now. I think Kerwan in general just has banger after banger. I think it's a fucking sick planet. But I do appreciate that it goes so hard. This is Iridia, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. This is so good. This is so fucking good. Oh my lord. I have to say real quick, I fucking adore that this OST draws so much influence from like late 90s, early 2000s hip hop. Like the very like the raw 808 sounds, that are not like super refined. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it just sounds like dirty drum beats. I really like it. I'm gonna need a bit more perspective on this because I don't know how good the rest of the OST is. But for right now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop this in low SS. And I'm gonna take Kerwan training course and put it into A. I think I'm gonna do this with the rest of the Kerwans. I think this feels right. I think that feels right. Holy shit, dude. This track is so good. Holy shit. Is this what I've been missing out on by not listening? Do I need to start listening to the in-game music for my own, like, spiritual well-being? Has speedrunning this series in total silence for all these years just like been the worst decision I've ever made? I want to have sex to this song. Jess, you and me both. Holy moly, this is so good. Alright, let me hear Rescuing Skid. Oh. Holy fuck. This is so good! Oh my god! I don't know what to do right now. This is ridiculous. My SS tier is gonna be like packed to the brim. Let me do like a quick reactionary. Hold on. Do I want to really actually drop this in SS? Hold on. Let me pull up Iridia like vanilla again. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Alright, now let me compare that to this. You know what it is? The literally like the bass kicks work with like the walking bass lines from the actual bass. Like they are just like literally having sex in my ears. And they're making the most glorious sound babies. All right, my gut is telling me put this in S for now. I think this is this is well balanced for right now. All right, let's do swing shot course. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. This is the music that plays on the title screen, isn't it? I just love the use of the horns here. Oh my god. They bust out the whole fucking orchestra for this one. Oh, it's so good. You have the fucking with the that's all the woodwind. Oh my. They really do have a whole fucking orchestra. That's so awesome. Or at least a small chamber ensemble. Honestly, I'm glad I listened to more of this because I feel like the rest of the song gets hard carried by the intro. So I'm just gonna drop it down to A tier. Yeah, if it had literally just been the first 45 seconds, I think I would put that in like easy mid S tier. But I think the fact that it's like kind of peters out afterwards and doesn't really do a whole lot more interesting stuff makes me want to drop it into A tier. All right, let's move on. I got you, Sag Bean, no worries. Man with 2 music degrees ranks goated video game OST with live audience 2021 colorized. You know how it is, Simon. You know how it is. No explanation needed. I liked it. It was good. It was sick. Eh. Nah. Nah. Not crazy about it. It's hindered by the fact that, one, I hate the and the fact that it also doesn't really do anything interesting. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. Oh, man. Spooky Christmas vibes, true. You can imagine Jack Skellington holding hands with the Grinch as they slink through Christmas. I'm thinking high SS, low S. Sorry, reverse that. Low SS, high S. I'm gonna put it actually in high S for right now. And I'm gonna move Eudora down. And I have to move Velden to B tier. Sorry, my OCD with this tier list won't allow me to keep things balanced. Or it won't allow me to not keep things balanced. No D or F tier songs yet. I'm still kind of waiting to see if we'll even need these tiers. I love that little flute bit right there. Oh, great song. Clank in space. We're gonna review some stuff, don't worry. We got some stuff to review by the end. We'll double check the beginning stuff as we go through it. I need to hear a little bit more of this before I make a judgment. Oh! Woo! It's what I've been waiting for! I think it's a track. Honestly, if it had just been the first part before the beat came in, I would have put it in C tier. And when the beat came in, I was like, damn, I think I want to put this in A tier. But then, as the third section is happening right here, I'm kind of realizing that this track doesn't really actually do anything original. Like, sure, it's good. Also, I don't... Did we start out in C minor in this track? Because the tonic was supercharged to D flat. The flat 2. And then it... Or at least I don't know if it started in D flat, but it basically just went from D flat to drop down to C, and I fucking hate when songs do that. Like, they supercharge the tonic and then go back to the tonic that they supercharged from. Doom, doom, doom. And here we land in D flat. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, I don't know. I like the movement that this... I think, like, the way that it kind of, like, cycles through a lot of different tonics is actually kind of interesting musically. But if I had to think about it that hard to appreciate it, I don't think this is gonna go any higher than B tier for me. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put this right here. I don't love it, I don't hate it. Sneepyy says delete F tier. There's no F tier tracks in this game. Honestly, I agree. Ooh. Ooh. This one's kind of spicy. Yo, what's up, Yankee? How you doing, dude? I like this. I like this a lot. I like the ambience. I really do. Yeah, I like this one. It's a banger. It just doesn't make me... It doesn't... I feel it in my heart, but I don't feel it in my balls. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Okay, Warship Self-Destruct. Alright. All of you putting this in C tier, I think you're being ridiculous. This is not C tier. Let me paint a picture. Let me go back to the beginning. Press the big red shiny button. What the hell? Well, alright, I guess... Hold on. Let me take it a step further back. I'm already with the big red shiny button? You're 10 years old. You're playing this game for the first time. You suck shit at video games. In fact, you don't even know where the fuck you are. You can't even quite figure out what game you're playing. That's how stupid you are. And then all of a sudden, you're going through this level, you see this, like, big-ass red shiny button. And you're like, I want to press that big red shiny button. And so you walk up to it, and it says, press the big red shiny button. And you're like, and so, of course, you press it, thinking nothing bad could possibly happen. And then all of a sudden, what? What have I done? You have 30 seconds to escape before you die. Oh my god, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Alright, here I go. Long jump. Long jump. Shit, I bumped into a wall. Long jump. Oh my god, there's 2 crabs over there. What do I do? Alright, let me try to throw this bomb glove at these crabs. Fucking shit, I can't aim this thing. This fucking bomb glove. Oh, I'm getting hit by the crabs. Oh no. Alright, I just gotta run. I only have 20 seconds left. I'm going. Oh god, where the fuck am I going? Where the fuck am I going? 3, 2, 1. No! And you like fucking like scream at your TV as Ratchet explodes into nothingness. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I think Veldon's a little low though, so I'm gonna put Veldon back over here. No, honestly, I think it does exactly what it needs to do. There's just nothing special about it. It's a track that plays for 30 fucking seconds. It's meant to only play for 30 fucking seconds. It gets in, does its job, goes home. It works the 9 to 5. It goes into the office, clocks in, gets its paycheck at the end of every 2 weeks, goes home, doesn't have sex with his wife, hasn't had sex with his wife for 3 years. His kids are screaming and pissing and shitting everywhere. It's just a normal guy on the 9 to 5 grind. That's what this song is. That's my opinion. Alright, what do we got next? I think the best part of this is honestly the middle ground of the song. So when you're looking at music, when composers are writing music, there's three very, very important things they have to balance. You have to balance the foreground, which is the melody, or like what the audience hears the easiest, usually the melody. The background, what's happening underneath. So in this case, it's usually the bass and the drums. And the middle ground is pretty much everything else. And the middle ground is the meat of the music, right? Listen to the middle ground again. So you have the melody. And then you have the counter melody that kind of serves as the middle ground. The do do do. Do, do, do. So now you have foreground, background. I love it, dude. I fucking love it. I think this is easy SS tier. I think it's easy SS. I don't even think there's a question. I feel like if you can't see how this is an SS tier song, you are not a real Ratchet and Clank. No, I'm not gonna gatekeep. If you don't agree with my opinion, you're not a real fan of the series. If you think the bouncer sucks, I hate you and I hope you die. No, nothing like that. But in all seriousness, this is literally one of the most memorable tracks in all of Ratchet and Clank. Like, it was so memorable, they literally just ripped it right from Rack 1 and put it in Nuya. It's amazing. I love the song just goes 2 in for something like standing on sewer grates. It's kind of sick, though. That's all I'm saying. Listen, sometimes in this world, music needs to match the what is happening. But sometimes the level is so boring that the music needs to do something fucking spectacular to make it special. And that is this song. It doesn't do the ambience in the same way that I'm not putting it above Kerwan. I might not even put it above Iridia. I might put this low SS. Because I do agree that there is something about it that doesn't really match the theme of what's going on. Whereas with these two, they're bangers that do match the theme of what's going on, which makes them effectively perfect. But I think this one is just so, like, ridiculously, like, I feel like, again, tracks, SS tier tracks are reserved for the kinds of tracks that you send to your friends who have never played Ratchet and Clank before, and you're like, check out how fucking awesome the OST is. I feel like Rilgar is easily one of those tracks. Easily. Alright, so we got Hoverboard Race now. Perhaps I judged you too harshly. Okay. I don't know what Cultures 2 is, Scott. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know, I'm kind of waffling. I'm kind of waffling. I think for the sake of balance, I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, look at that. Doesn't this look so much tidier than this? I'm gonna put it right here. Alright, where are we at now? Rilgar Sewer Escape. Oh, this one should bring back some PTSD for all of you. I'm gonna do infinite crunches while my annoying friend gets all philosophical. I cried while this theme played. Needs its own PTSD tier. I think it's so funny how, like, every single kid who ever played this had the same mutual experience of, like, just sheer horror from this section. For those of you unaware, this is the section where you have to go through the underground sewer of Rilgar and the water is just, like, steadily rising. And if you don't go fast enough, the water level will raise so much that Ratchet will continuously drown. Like you will just drown every time if you don't go fast enough. I think pretty much every single kid who ever played this struggled with this section. Myself included. I'm gonna put an A tier. I think it does exactly what it sets out to do. I don't think it's anything super unique or interesting, but it does what it does its job, and it does it really well. I think it's extremely memorable. Clearly, all of you remember it. B tier? No, this is not a B. Listen, I think that, like, if I were just gauging it on musical terms, then, like, sure, there's an argument to be made for B tier. But I think this is just too memorable. It's far too... Even though a lot of you have negative feelings toward it, it's still extremely memorable. So I have to put this in A tier. What do we have next? Umbrus. Oh, boy. Oh. It feels wrong of me to put this anywhere other than S tier. And I think that's a little bit, my purposes are a bit selfish. I don't think the track is super unique. I still love the song. I don't think it's super incredible, so I don't think it's SS. But I have spent so much time on Umbrus in my time playing this game, strictly from infinite long jump practice. And this song, like, always does it for me. Like, being on Umbrus feels incredible. We're gonna get this place. We're gonna get this place sample, which comes from Joy Adrenaline, which itself is from Kiss Hotter Than Hell. That's actually the idea of using, like, something I watched a YouTube video one time about that kind of broke down why Kanye West's music is so iconic. And essentially, one of the bigger arguments that they made was that he always uses samples that draw from the human voice. Like, you know, he always references little songs here and there. He always does, like, memorable little hooks. Basically, if you want to make a track more memorable, you put in a little hook that's, like, a sample of someone saying or yelling something. I'm trying to think of, like, a really good example of this. I don't know. Basically, essentially, we're more drawn to it because it's, like, a human connectivity kind of thing. And I love that they kind of draw influence from that idea in this track with the little, like, go and get this place, or whatever the fuck they're saying. I love that little hook right there adds so much more bite to the song. It's such a small little bridge. Like, it's literally like a 4-bar bridge into the next section. And if it didn't have the little, the vocal hook in there, it wouldn't, like, connect at all. But just that small little addition adds so much to it. I think this is an easy S tier song. Alright, let's keep going. Oh yeah, this is Crash Site, isn't it? Oh my god. This is an irregular meter, isn't it? Hold on. Let me see. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it's still in 3/4. I was psyching myself out because of the orchestral hits. I like it. I think it's a great track. I like that little I forget the term, but there's like waltz meters that have the emphasis on 2. I forget what those are called, but there's a term for that. I like that there was like a little bit of that in there. Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba. Very irregular. Or not, irregular is not the right word, but very unusual stuff. No, it's not backbeat. I'm talking about an actual bona fide musical term for it. No, it's not polymeter, it's nothing like that. This is Snagglebeast's, like, stupid younger brother, who, like, keeps getting thrown in jail all the time for petty misdemeanors. I think if this hadn't... Wait. Oh, I like the little the Vocestra thing going on here. Like the, you know, the choir all going the... Perhaps I was too harsh on you. I'll put it in C. Or, I'll put it in low B. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one. Oh. Alright, grind boot section. Oh. Shut up, Hertig. I love this. This is fucking awesome. Okay, on the gas bar. Oh wait, gas bar? Why is gas bar happening before Orxon? Oh, this person did the grind rail section first. He was like, me see grind rail, me go on grind rail. Dude. Oh. Give it to me, David Burgo. I'm gonna have to revisit both Blarg and Gaspar because I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna want to put in high S and which ones I'm gonna put in low SS. I think for now, I'm gonna put Gaspar at the top of S tier, but these two are basically interchangeable, and I don't know where I'm gonna put both of them. Can I make an argument for Battaglia Grind Rail above Blarg? Sure. My argument is that not only is Battaglia also in Ouya VidComic 1, but Battaglia starts the sex part right off the bat, while Blarg takes a little bit to get to the good part. I don't like that argument. I know, Sneepyy, I saw your observation, you fucking... Yeah. I getcha. Yeah, take your shots at me, they're all in Ouya, but hey, there's a reason they all make a reappearance. They're amazing. I don't like the argument that, like, musically something has to hit you hard right from the get-go. I don't like that argument at all. I think it's important that, like, all that really truly matters is layered progression. Like, I don't care if a song starts out... I want to use an example from a video game, but I can't play it because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't played the game yet. But basically, I don't think it's a problem to have a song that takes a little bit to ramp up. I think as long as it keeps building, it's not as if you're sitting there waiting for the drop. It's not like you're bored. As long as there's something for the ear to attach to, I don't necessarily like that argument. I just prefer it because it's hyped the whole time, and that's fine. You're allowed to. We're going to revisit a lot of this. You don't have to worry. Maybe I'll change my mind myself. Okay, so we're going to go to Orxon now. Nick, I was actually wondering where you were at. But of course I wasn't going to say anything in case, you know. You need the extended build to have great moments to have the impact. Ode to Joy wouldn't hit like it does if you didn't have the 45 minutes of an entire symphony and a recap of each movement before you get to hear it. The delay is what makes it work. It's what you've been waiting for 45 minutes. How do I feel about this track? How do I feel about it? I actually think this part is really good. Yeah, I think it's hard to divorce this from the atrocious gameplay that you have to suffer through while this is happening. And so I think it's easy to kind of conflate how bad Clank Orxon is with how I think it's easy to think that this track is bad because that section of the game is bad. Like, I think it's easy to want to put it in C or D tier. But it's really atmospheric, and it has some good sections to it. So, I'm going to take the brave stance of putting this in mid-B tier. I realize that's a bit ambitious. Especially this little part right here. Okay. That's where my opinion stands on that. If you don't like that, sorry. Alright, let's do Pokitaru. Jawai Resort. Pokitaru. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, we've heard this before. Okay. I'm getting a kind of Harry Potter vibe with this, and what I mean is, I don't think either can live while the other survives, you know? I either have to put them directly next to each other, or I have to put one of them way higher than the other. And honestly, I'm leaning towards this. I do think this is better than the original Velden. I like this better. If anything, this means I kind of have to drop down Velden a bit. The problem is, Velden has the legacy. So it's hard for me to justify pulling Velden down, although I think I still might. I think I'm still gonna put them, I'm gonna put both of them within the same tier for now. But I am gonna drop Velden to right around here. I think bottom of A tier. That way it's like perfectly average. With this current list, Velden will ideally be kind of nestled right in the middle of the tier list. That's kind of my goal. I think Velden is like the middle of the road track. It's memorable, but I think Pokitaru does everything that Velden does, but better. Plus, I like the visuals of Pokitaru a lot more as well. So it's Velden but better, but not S-worthy? Yeah, that's my opinion. It doesn't really do anything that different. It just is kind of... Let me give you an example. I'm gonna pull out an external example. So this is this is like the main theme of Danganronpa 2, like the walking around music that plays. This is kind of a very similar example. So this is Beautiful Ruin. And then so there's also Beautiful Ruin Somersault, which I personally like better. But it's the same kind of thing, right? You hear Beautiful Ruin Vanilla before you hear Beautiful Ruin Somersault. But I think Somersault, like, even though it doesn't... it obviously isn't changing much because it's just a remix. I think what it adds is actually still really, really great. So that's kind of where I'm at with this whole Pokitaru Velden business. I think that Velden is still a classic. I still love the song, so I have to put it in A tier. I just like Pokitaru better. So that's where I'm currently at with that. Let's go to the dogfight. Didn't we hear this before? Am I crazy? This is the boss theme of Annihilation Nation? Huh. I like this a lot. It's a shame you only hear this for like a minute. I'm gonna have to really revisit SS and S tier. Hold on a second. Hold on. I know where I'm getting like hit in the face by this now. Not quite the same. Man, this is tough. This is really tough, because I like all these tracks. I'm not 100% sure where to put this. I like this. I'm going to put it in S tier, but I don't know where. I'm going to put it right next to Umbrus, because it just... I like it better than Umbrus. Actually, I'm going to put it right here. I like it. I really do. I just don't know where I'm going to put it yet. So I'm going to put it mid S tier. Yeah, I figure, Nick, if I'm already putting Umbrus in S tier, and this is basically the closest track to Umbrus, I still like the track, you know? Oh shit, what's happening? I totally missed it. The track changed and I didn't even have my thing in. Okay. Are you gonna use RPCS3 with your new PC? I have no idea. I don't even know how to do any of that. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm feeling S tier. I'm feeling it. Alright. Orixon 2, Ratchet section. I like the little reggaeton beat going on here. Kaboom, 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 kap. I'm gonna disappoint a lot of you right now. I don't think this is SS. I really don't. I like it a lot. I think it's really atmospheric and good. I don't think it's SS. The one thing I think works against it is that it literally doesn't really do, like, if you've heard the first 15 seconds of this song, you've heard all of it. There's nearly nothing super interesting that happens here. I like it, don't get me wrong. It's like, it reminds me of, I don't know how many of you have ever heard Boston's self-titled album. You know, it's the song that has, like, Foreplay Long Time, Peace of Mind, what's the big one? The big one everyone but More Than a Feeling. Yeah, it's got More Than a Feeling, it's got Foreplay Long Time, Peace of Mind, Rock and Roll Band. Like, that album is incredible. However, every single song on that album sounds almost exactly the same. It just happens to have the benefit of being a good song. So it's 8 tracks of the same song, but you don't mind because it's a good song. That's kind of where I'm at here. Am I saying that Boston Self-Titled is the greatest album of all time? I'm not. I love Boston Self-Titled. It's personally one of my favorite classic rock albums. But if I'm going to actually put it under a microscope, I don't think it's like worthy of being a 10 out of 10 album. Similarly, I don't think this is worthy of being a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 track. I like what it does. I like the vibe to it, but there's just not enough variance for me, personally. I mean, obviously, I know a lot of you are going to disagree, and that's okay. That's the whole point of a tier list, especially for something with as many options as this. So I'm gonna put this. I think atmospherically it works really, really well. So I'm gonna put it like right. I'm gonna put it similar to Railgar. I think I'm gonna put it just above Railgar Sewer Escape. How does this stack as a sequel to the Orxon 1 theme? It does okay. I think it does a pretty good job. Wait, this is all Hoven, right? Alright, I'm going to start my assessment by saying this. This is not an SS tier track. So the people who were saying this is SS, I'm sorry to disappoint you. This is not SS. And I'll tell you why. Remove yourself from the context of this game and imagine listening to this as somebody who's never listened to Ratchet and Clank before. This is not going to be the track that pulls you into the series. It's not. It's a good track, don't get me wrong. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. But I think it's just like a little... It's not really that hard hitting. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I think it's that great in comparison to... Like, here's the thing. The competition is tough. And just because a song goes hard in the paint does not mean it's guaranteed high tier. Because look at how many high tiers we have. Like, literally, S and A are the most packed tiers right now. The competition is really, really tough. I think there are cool parts to this song. I think largely it doesn't really hold my interest. Like, I think I'm actually... My gut reaction is to put it right here. That's my gut reaction. It's good. I don't mind it. It's just like... Eh. Do I think it's more memorable than Velden? Absolutely not. I don't. Do I think it's better than Orxon Clank section? I do. So this seems right to me. Alright, on to Hydro Displacer Puzzle. That's pretty cool, Flicker Pal. And I just want to use this song as an example as to why my job as the person putting this tier list together is so stressful. Because as soon as this started playing, here's the gut reactions I got from Twitch chat. C tier, B tier, S tier. One of my favorite, one of the best songs easily. B to C tier, low B to C, C, S, S, A. Literally no one is going to be happy with where I place this. No one. Well, a very small percentage of people are going to be happy with where I place this. So basically do what you want. Oh, I will. I love that little, like, dance the woodwinds play right there. You know what I would use? You know what adjective I would use to describe this track? Flirtatious. This is a flirtatious track. There's a little back and forth happening between the instruments. It's like, you know, some good old, like, teenage, like, flirting, you know, puppy love style flirting going on here. Gut reaction? I like it. I actually really like it. I like this track. Moving on. Oh, Twitch chat. I feel like you all have been waiting for this one for a while. Alright, let's get to it. I'm gonna put this one in soft B tier. Soft B tier. It's pretty good. But you know, it just doesn't have the, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's yeah, you all got so unbelievably jabate. Oh my god. I mean, I just don't even know what else to say. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, this is legitimately the best fucking track in the entire game. It just goes so unbelievably hard in the paint. Yeah, I can't imagine putting this anywhere other than #1. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Hold on, I want to hear the beat come in again. It's just perfect. This track is legitimately perfect for what it has to do. It has no, it doesn't even need to be this good, and yet somehow it's still like is incredible. Make a new tier? Absolutely not. Hey, come on. Put some respect on these three, okay? This is great, and I still think it's #1, but it's not like these three are that far behind. All right, dogfight. I can't believe a Kuro on Infobot chase that low. Where did I put it again? Wait, where did I put it? Kuro on training course. Oh, yeah, I'm just not crazy about it. I don't know why. This song sounds like Trent Reznor having sex with a steel pipe. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I like steel pipes and Trent Reznor. But I don't know, it's not like really doing it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't, I feel like I'm like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for like the thing to happen in this song, and then it just never delivers. You know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like I'm waiting on something that just doesn't actually happen. It's still good. I mean, I'm actually putting it this high because I love the hold on. I love the bass boosted part right here. Like, literally, like, the booming bass is the only thing that's making this track for me. But honestly, on a re-listen, I don't know if I feel that good about it. It's also just such a steep drop-off from how good Gemlik proper is. I mean, like, granted, there's nothing that you could do to make a song that compares to Gemlik on the same planet as Gemlik. And so maybe this is just like a throwaway. They were like, hey, we need to, like, cleanse the listening palette. Because, like, we just gave them the best track in the entire game. We need to give them something really shitty. To, like, make them appreciate how good it is. I'm putting it at the end of B tier. I may drop it down to C. Let's continue. That's where I'm putting it. I'm putting it lower S tier. Actually, that's a pretty good point. I'm gonna put it below Novalis. I'm gonna put it right here. I think this feels good. I don't like it as much as Novalis. I don't like it as much as Umbris, but I think I like it a little bit more than the rest of these songs here in A tier. What do we have next? Altanis Magnet Rail. I think this one is 20 times more interesting than Altanis. Like, I think this one is like so much more interesting than this one. I love this one. This one's really cool. This does not fit a Magna Boot section, but think about... You're thinking about this from the wrong perspective. Think about this the first time you ever played this game. This is the hardest Magna Boot section in the whole game. It's very, very, very easy to die. There's rails everywhere. There's enemies that hit you all over the place. There's the ice part, and like most people don't know, they only have 4 nanotech at this point, and so they get hit by a whole bunch of shit, and then you have to make those well-timed jumps at the very end over the laser beams. Do you know how many people like died over and over and over and over on this section? This section was intense. This part was hard. This part is hard as a kid. People die there in runs. It's true. People die there in speed runs. And these are the people who are way better at the game than like the average casual person, you know? I love this track. I think it's great. I'm leaving it in S tier, and you can't change my mind. Let's keep it going. Oh, of course, Skyflock. It was my pleasure, dude. It was a fucking awesome event. I want you to know I'm thinking about this. There's something I need to listen to real quick. Because right now, Gaspar is the gatekeeper for SS tier. If it can't beat Gaspar, it doesn't deserve to be an SS. Okay, I'm gonna dispel a couple of arguments here. Real quick. I don't like the argument that this doesn't fit Core 2. I think it absolutely does fit Core 2. I don't think you're remembering how, like, goofy Core 2 is as a planet. If you think that this doesn't fit Core 2. Core 2 is the one planet where you have to get the nano hollow guys, or whatever the fuck, the hollow guys, not the nano hollow guys. That's the speedrunner. You have to get the hollow guys, and you have to go through that whole puzzle where you're walking around as like the clunky little like dunk dunk dunk, like the fucking like stupid ass like shitty little robot. Dude, that part is so funny. That part is so funny, and this like I think this perfectly matches like the ridiculousness of that section. I think it absolutely does. Now, as far as what was the other argument that I was seeing? That the build-up is too long. I really don't have a problem with build-up. I really don't. I think it's great when a track can punch you in the face as hard as possible right from the get-go. But I don't think the qualifying metric of an SS tier song should be whether or not it punches you in the face from second number one. I think there are plenty of songs in this world that are incredible that take a lot of time to build up. Like, one of my favorite, I think I really truly appreciate a slow burn. One of my favorite pop tracks of all time is Madness by Muse, which is like a 5.5 minute long song where the climax of the song happens 4.5 minutes in, and everything else is just build up leading up to it. It's fucking incredible. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I really don't. I'm kind of waffling a little bit. I like the track. I really do. I like it a lot. I don't know if it clears the Gaspar test for me personally. I don't know. I'm gonna revisit this. I'm gonna put it right here for now. That's where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna double check all 4 of these, though. I'm gonna double check a lot of these just to make sure I feel good about this list. Oh, it's the Boston situation all over again. Like, this song doesn't do anything remotely different than, like, 4 or 5 of the other tracks we've already listened to. But it's still good. I still like it. It's good. It just, like, doesn't get me hot and bothered, you know? Kind of of reminds me of Umbrus. On to Kalibo 3. I honestly agree about revisiting tomorrow. No, we're doing it all right now. All of it. We're sending it after today. I like it. I don't love it. I'm gonna put it right there. It's good. This doesn't have a lot of oomph. Nothing really separates it from the rest of these up here. That's what I'm feeling. All right, Drex Fleet. This is honestly getting so hard as we keep going. I mean, thank God we only have 4 more tracks to do because my brain feels like it's melting. Because these are all like high quality tracks. It's just like some are just slightly better than others. It's kind of crazy that I haven't really been able to justify putting anything in D tier yet. I mean, we got rid of F tier outright. There were no F tier tracks. You could make an argument that a couple of these could be moved down. So you may have to take a look through there. I'm putting it right here. That's what I'm feeling in my heart of hearts. I think this one's in Ouya. Oh my god, this is Command Center. Oh man. This one's incredible. I mean, even my Ouya bias aside, this is a fucking awesome track. Oh, do 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 do. Boy, I'm about to do it. I'm doing it. And fuck you if you disagree. Granted, I really do think my Ouya bias is coming into play at least a little bit, because you have no idea, like, how much this track gives me, like my heartbeat starts to, like, get a little bit quicker every time I hear it. Because so many runs have gotten to this spot. And so many runs have died in this spot. It's a nostalgic song for me. And it means a lot. So it's not one of the best ones, but I have to put it in SS. It's like, there is a very clear divide between, say, Gemlik and Drex Fleet. But I still like, there's a special place in my heart for this. I think this would have worked better if this had been, like, the music for Velden 2 instead of Drex Fleet. Alright, here we go. I like this track. I really do. But I'm pretty sure the Drek boss fight music does this better, if I recall correctly. I'm gonna toss this, I'm gonna toss this just below Sewer Escape. No, I'm gonna toss it just below Iridia. I'm gonna throw it in A tier. But I think this one does it better, if I recall correctly. I don't know where to put this. This is tough. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's my gut reaction. Okay. So we've placed everything now. And I'm leaving Drex Fleet in SS tier, even though a lot of you seem to have a lot of opinions about that. And if you don't like that, you can suck my balls. Let's review. Let's see how we feel. Do we feel good about SS tier? Let me double check. So we have Gemlik as number 1. Where is Gemlik? Oh wait, I've picked the wrong Gemlik. This one. Oh, what a fucking sick track. Alright, Kerwan. Oh. Oh my god. God, such an iconic track. I still, it's a tough call. I think these two are actually very interchangeable. I would not be upset if somebody said that Kerwan is better than Gemlik. I really wouldn't, but I think that these are clearly the top 2 tracks in the game. In my opinion. Actually, let me listen to Iridia and Rilgar before I say that. Yeah, this one goes hard in the paint. I love this one. Oh my god. Alright, Rilgar. Let me hear Rilgar. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that feels right. That feels right. Alright. Oh. Oh my god. Iridia stonks are falling, dude. God, remember how stupid I was when I said that it's not, like, the best of the best, but it is among the best? God, that was so stupid of me to say. It is in the best of the best. Good job, Zeb92. Round of applause for me for being so smart and hot. And definitely not a loser. Alright. Actually, let me listen to Iridia again real quick. Iridia over Kurwan, though? I think there's an argument. Okay. I think if a song is in SS tier, then by default, like, no one should be upset if people place SS tier songs in different orders, right? Like, I think we can all at least agree that an SS tier should have a bunch of tracks that are relatively interchangeable, right? And so I think as long as we can all agree that these are like the best of the best. I mean, I know some people still have some reservations about maybe one or two of these, and maybe some people want to see some of these S tier songs move up. But I think as long as it's agreeable that like an SS tier has the best of the best in it, and that like you're not gonna be upset if you see people moving shit around. Gaspar. I like this track a lot. I don't think it's SS. I really don't. I think it's a good gatekeeper though. Like if it's not better than Gaspar, it doesn't deserve to be SS. I think I'm gonna leave it right where it is. Let's go for Blarg. Does Blarg pass the Gaspar test? That is the question. Wait, is this the wrong Blarg? Oh, so you're... Yeah, so it is. Still wrong? Oh! God fucking damn it. Okay. I think Blarg is going to stay at the top of S tier, but I don't think I'm going to put it in SS. Yeah, I'm going to have this be the top of S tier, and then I'm going to have Gaspar just below. Let me see Battaglia Grind Rail. Listen to the whole Iridia track, it was getting better. Alright, I'll go back to Iridia in a second. I'm going to preemptively move this behind Quartu. Here, let me go back to Iridia. Ugh. That actually is really good. Alright, let's go to Quartu. Yeah, I like the decision to move Battaglia behind Quartu. I'm actually going to move Quartu ahead of Gaspar. Actually, do I feel good about that? Yeah, I do. I feel good about that decision. Actually, I am going to put Quartu ahead of Blarg. I'm feeling that. Let me listen between Quartu and Blarg again. I think they're relatively interchangeable. But I am gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Blarg, top of S, then Quartu, then Velden. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Then Gaspar. Okay, let me get Gaspar back in my ear again. Yeah, I'm gonna put it back over Velden. Okay, Battaglia Grind Rail. Oh, man. I think this deserves S tier simply because the grind rail section is so memorable. Everyone remembers their first grind rail section. Everyone. Alright, Pokey Dogfight. These two are really, really similar. They're nearly interchangeable. Yeah, I'm gonna put that over that. Oh, man. I'm about to do something that I never thought I was gonna do. I love this track. I love this track. This track rocks. I love the during the breaks, that shit gets me torqued. Plus, bear in mind that my favorite Ratchet OST ever is Obani Gemini, and this actually reminds me a lot of Obani Gemini. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of bias. Alright, Ultanis. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna put this just below the dogfight. Never mind, I'm putting it back above the dogfight. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, that feels good. That feels good. Alright. Iridia, saving skin. Actually, wait, before I do that, let me listen to the boss fight again. Actually, no, I can't do the boss fight dirty like that. I will leave it like this. Iridia, saving skin. I love that, like, pretty much every single track we've listened to is, like, cat jam worthy. Kalibo 3. I'm gonna leave it where it is. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna move it above Battaglia. Battaglia stonks are falling fast. Novalis. Drop a freestyle? Okay. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm Zam. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm Zam, and I'm here to say right now that I got a big schlong, and I like to eat cow, and I like to eat lots of cheese. I don't know what else to say, so I always redelegate to eating cheese. Shit. Yeah. Fuck. Wait, which track is this again? Oh, this is Drex Fleet. Okay, I feel pretty good about this S tier. I think they're all solid songs. They're not like as iconic as say Gemlik or Rilgar, but they do their job and they do it well. I feel good about that. Let me comb through A tier a little bit. Ultanis. I'm moving it up. Eudora. What's next? Pokitaru? I like Eudora as number 1 A tier. I like that. At least right now. I like it in A tier. I'm gonna leave it where it is because it's my personal opinion and I like this better than Velden. Okay, Giant Clank. I'm putting that at the top of A tier. Alright. Umbrus. Hey, it's that music. That's an Ouya. I'm moving it up. Alright, Hydra Displacer puzzle. I gotta be honest, this doesn't really do it for me. I'm gonna take this back off. I'm not putting it in D tier, dear lord. Yeah, I'll leave it where it is for now, but... Actually, okay, it's a little bit better now. It's a little bit better now. Yeah, it's okay. I don't really like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh wait, Orcs on Ratchet, not Orcs on Clank. Much higher than that. Higher than Pokey. Let me listen to Eudora again. Nah, I'm gonna leave them where they are. Okay, I like Orcs on here, I like Eudora here, I like Pokey here. Hoven Puzzle's is gonna probably still go down a little bit. Alright, Sewer Escape. Hold on to your butts. This easily goes above this. I also think this might go above this. Actually, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm just thinking about how high octane the sewer escape puzzle is. I think it works. I really, really like it a lot. I think it's very, yeah, I think just high octane is a good way of putting it. All right, Iridia Fortress. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. I love songs like this that like this is obviously in 4/4, like 1 2 3 4 1 2 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. But I like that it kind of has a bigger feeling of 2, you know? 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. I don't know, I like that. It kind of gives it like a jauntier feeling, you know? Like three minstrels skipping down a field of flowers. 3 minstrels skipping down a field of flowers. Velden 2, give it to me. Perhaps I misjudged you. Okay, Blarg. Is Velden 2 better than Quar 2 Giant Clank? Good question. I like that one right where it is. Okay. Kirwan Training Course. Oh, wait, no, we have to go back to Blarg. Oh, no, yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna put it above Iridia Fortress. Give me Kirwan Training Course. Let's see here. I'm gonna put it right here. I feel good about that. All right, Velden. And we're back. And we're back with Pokitaru and Velden being right next to each other. We gotta figure out some shit here. All right, does Hoven Puzzle deserve to be over Hoven? Let's find out. I've been told to listen to more of this, so I'm gonna try to listen to more of this. I think y'all are defending Hoven Puzzle too hard. It's okay. It's not like the worst thing ever, it's just not great. Please listen to the end of Hoven. Which one? Hoven Vanilla or Hoven End of Puzzle? I'll happily put Hoven up here. Yeah, that seems good to me. Oh man, we love a good little Vocestra in this stream. We do. Okay, I'll put it up here. You've made your point. You've made your point. All right, Rilgar Hoverboard. Give me Blarg Warship again. Yeah, I'll have this be the last one of A tier. I'll put Iridia and Hoven in B tier. Actually, give me Iridia again. Iridia Fortress. Yeah, I'll put it in B tier. It starts out really, really strong, but then kind of fizzles from that point forward. Alright, yeah, I'll put it at the bottom of A tier. Blarg Self-Destruct. We're nearly finished. We're getting to scaling the cliffs. Relax. I feel good about that. Too short to be A tier? Doesn't have to be long. It's a 30-second track. It does what it has to do and it gets the fuck out. Or I guess it's a 45-second track. It doesn't have to be long. It's a 45-second segment of gameplay. Orxon Clank section. Hoven Puzzle is truly the whipping boy of this tier list. Alright, Infobot Chase. Perhaps I misjudged you. Blarg Clank. A tier is so packed. Like, I think all these deserve to be considered A tier tracks, and that's okay. The majority of the songs in this game are good. They're good. Like, they're good songs. There's some OSTs out there that are fucking garbage. What's that one that's like fucking... What's that one that's like the fucking Sonic horrible, grating, stupid one? Sonic Chronicles? Whichever one that was like... You know what? Listen. Let me give you an example of what would deserve to be an F tier. Okay? Someone legit greenlit this. You're wondering why I'm putting all of these fucking tracks in S tier, A tier, B tier? It's because shit like this exists. Like, holy moly. In the same OST, you have this. I actually unironically think that the one thing Ultimate does better than pretty much any Nintendo game ever is the incredible soundtrack. I think the soundtrack is legitimately 10 out of 10 in this game. But this is still in it. I'm fine putting this many things in A tier. Alright, let me finish. Where's Battalia? Oh, yeah. It's okay. I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. Maybe I'll put it after Iridia. I like it. It's not bad. It's just... Novalis Underground Diving. It's okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, it'll stay where it is. Alright, Gemlik Dogfight. I'm putting it at the top of B tier. I think it's good. I don't think it's bad. It just doesn't really hit me in the face at all. It's just kind of... It's like a calm lake on a boring day. Alright, Scaling the Cliffs. You all told me I massively underrated this one. Alright, I'm gonna leave it in B tier and I'll tell you why. I don't think this song does anything unique or special that separates it from any of the other songs. And the... really annoys the shit out of me. So I'm gonna leave it in B tier. There needs to be more diversity between tier lists. What do you mean, like between the tiers? Alright, Novalis Caves. I like it better than... Yeah, okay. So now, at this point, everything is too front-loaded, so now I agree with Nick. I need to space this out a little bit. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw a line. I'm gonna draw a line somewhere. Because S and A tier are too packed. They're too packed together. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't feel good about calling any of these C or D tier songs. I really don't think any of them are that bad. I think they're all very pleasant to listen to. There's nothing that like makes it grating. So I think I am gonna do the system of SS, S, A plus, A, B plus, B. And I'm gonna divide. So let's start by moving this to B. These are clear Bs, in my opinion. I think Iridia, I think these belong in B+. I think this can move down. 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 This can certainly move down, as well as this. It won't let me swap them. Italia Grind Rail goes down to A+. Kalibo 3 goes down to S+, and Saving Skid goes down to A+. I'm gonna move Orxon Ratchet down, Hoven down, Kerwan and Eudora. Then I'm gonna do this, 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 and then Battalia here, Iridia Fortress. And honestly, I think that looks pretty clean. Wait, let me take a listen to Iridia Saving Skid again. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Orxon Ratchet A+, yeah, nothing's gonna move that much. I think this more accurately represents my opinions. I really think that by and large, this is an incredible OST. Put Iridia above Rilgar. I'm gonna leave them as is. I like this tier list, I feel good about it. SS should be S+, you should use the same system. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I think this is finally finished. It took us a long fucking time, it took us a lot of restructuring and reorganization, but we finally got there. Dear Lord, that took a while. I want to give a special shout out to Sneepyy for putting this tier list together. I basically just said, hey Sneepyy, can you do me a favor and create this tier list for me? And he spent like 3 straight hours of work to get it done literally as soon as I asked him. So I want to give a huge shout out to Sneepyy. He is really the one who made this possible.